Boom. There you go. Adu. Hello? Hello? Do you see me? Do you hear me? Hope everything is going alright. Hello? Hold on, let me turn the music down a bit. Even though it's fire. Alright, hi Borger, hi Smelder. Hello, hello. Hello YouTube. Hello. As you can see in the Twitch chat, you can see that there is also live on YouTube right now. So that means that as far as I know, I'm not playing any copyrighted music today or showing anything that might be cause for, you know, complications. But besides that, hello everyone. Hi Schmelder. Let's see, is everything else working out? Looks good enough. Alright, I have planned mostly yapping for today. Just some chatting. Because I have a lot on my mind. I've already... Hi Blitz. Hi Blitzy, hi. Hello. I've mostly planned for today to just be a lot of talking about nostalgia and sinning today. So yeah, that's the plan.
Cheese.
Cheese. Indeed, the cheese.
Mandu, I love singing.
I love sinning too. So, I want to talk about myself. Specifically about some things that I grew up liking. Peanuts, yes. That's what I grew up liking. But to be more specific, I when I was younger, I got, of course, into anime. I mean, look at me. Look at me. This is the only way my life could have gone. Yeah, exactly. Some nice root lore. I've been through the ringer, if you will. Specifically the Japanese voice actor, and otome games and drama CDs, be it with and without sin. And when it comes to the sinning ones, with or without sinning sound. I've been through so many, and I've been blessed to have done so. So, I've been, like, curious about that world since I was, like, I think 14 years old, maybe? Basically, when, like, YouTube was, like, starting to, like, get, you know, really into things, really starting to properly take off so fast. And there were people that were like uploading like drama CDs. And for those that don't know, drama CDs are like situational CDs, kind of like voice packs, but they often are relating to a manga or like a one-shot most of the time. It's basically, at the time, that was like an in-between step regarding adaptation from... basically, at the time, it was to check if the interest for the manga being put into an anime adaptation was there. Like, if the interest was there. So they made basically like an audio version of what was happening in the manga, so you could kind of like have a feel for things, but also if it didn't work out, if there wasn't enough like interest into making into like the drama CDs to make it into an anime as well, then you were, at least the people that did like the drama CD with the manga, they had a great old time because they had like a voice to put with their like book, I would say, but with their comic basically. It was a very unique thing. There's not as many anymore. I'm pretty sure there still is, but it's not as popular to do anymore. It's basically more often than not, they have like online polls to check like statistics and data analytics of like what is happening, what's everyone reading regarding manga, and like they then decide that way. But I'm still really love like the drama CDs. It's such a such a nostalgia thing. But people would like upload those drama CDs onto like YouTube, and then I would read the manga with the drama CDs, and that's also another way how I started learning Japanese. Hi Black Wolf, hi, how are you? Hi. And repenting in bathroom stalls of previous churches? Yes, that's me. Thank you for the resale, Black Wolf. Mwah! Welcome. I'm doing a lore dump about me. And that's how I got into not just drama CDs, but also into the otome games. As well, because a lot of otome games are like visual novels, but for women, if that makes any sense. So I played them online as far as I could, depending on which ones were localized, or I would watch someone do a let's play of it. And then I went down a rabbit hole of voice actors, because some of these voice acting was just done so well. So incredibly well.
Yeah, everyone, how's it going?
Hi Guy, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We're doing lore dumping today. So then I went into the voice actors, specifically the Japanese ones. Until like 2015, I was like so fucking hyped for that. That was my jam. There was nothing that I didn't know about the Japanese voice actors at any given time, because a lot of them were like also, they would keep like online blogs to keep their fans like updated. For example, if you look at if you compare like the Twitter accounts for Japanese voice actors to the English ones, most people follow the Japanese one like into like the millions and stuff. Like they're extremely beloved. And that's how they also promote their work. It's basically their Twitter's their portfolio. And it looks fire, and that's also how I got like into it. But until like 3 years ago, I didn't even have a Twitter, so I just looked at the posts that were like copy and pasted onto Tumblr. Because Tumblr didn't require for you to have an account at the time. And that's also how I got into specifically the Doujin drama CDs. Not doujinshis. Doujin drama CDs. So these are basically amateur drama CDs, where they basically have like new up-and-coming voice actors that might not be connected to an agency yet. It was they're called like online like voice actor circles, and they would then like go work with different like online distributors for specific voice scenarios to create like either voice packs or like other stuff. And then I would listen to those, because some of them were very interesting and like a lot more original. And they are often more willing to think outside of the box or go down some routes that not the professionals would go down. A lot of adult work, if you will. But that was interesting, so I got into those.
I love Ruto.
I love you too, Okura. And yeah, that's how I ended up there. I haven't gone into that as much anymore, but from time to time I do listen to some. And one of the, like, kind of almost, I think, like, doujin circles, but not really, that I was very much in love with was the, hold on, I pulled it up. Like, the CDs that I liked were called, Dotto Kareshi Hachibito Rawazu, number 3, I think. Is the one that I really liked. Because it had Tomokazu Sugita in it. And some wild slime boy. It's basically like isekai, but like by way of SAO. You like Love Stage? Understandable. Understandable. I mean, at the time, I don't like Love Stage because it was very predatory. And I felt very bad for the main dude because it felt more like he was forced to cross this all the time when he didn't feel comfortable at all. And like they forced him to do things and then it was basically non-consensual and everything. Yeah, I don't like Low Stage. At the time it was like everywhere as well and I didn't feel super excited about it, but I did like the voice acting for the drama CD that they put out, because I like voice actors. But just there was so much like forcing one. Hold on, which one was that? It sounds familiar. Hold on. These are all the official ones even, and I've been out of the official one's game. Like, I haven't been in there for a long time. Oh, I don't know that one. Otoboku. Oh, it's the adult one.
This one is pretty orgy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was mostly focused on the men. Hi, Dalek. Welcome, welcome. There we go. But yeah, that was it was a wild time. So I loved Dotto Kareshi. I loved a lot of the safe ones I liked from the official guys. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I was like a basic white girl. Hello. So yeah, I got into drama CDs and then to voice actors, then into online radio shows done by the voice actors for either private like fun time, or I'm saying private fun time, I do mean like for like to promote themselves, not to promote an anime. I like both. Like the articles stories and by Ono Daisuke and Kamiya Hiroshi. And I like... Ah, Hitori de dekiru kana. That one is really funny. A lot of those shows like are like good with like the puns in it. I loved it. And I loved when Haikyuu had their radio show. I've only seen like basically season 1 and like season 2 of the radio show when it like aired live. Yes, hello. What's up? And it was Haikyuu Karasu no Koko Hosobu. No, you're breathtaking. And I really loved that radio show, listening to Murasa Ayumu and Ishikawa Kaito. It was really funny. It was very popular at the time. Yeah, I just loved that. And then I went down the Dojin road, which is so unhinged and very, very not safe for work. And yeah, because at the time I didn't know what Dojin works were or where I could find them. I only had like, I was like, since at the time I didn't have money, unfortunately I was forced to get into those by other means. Oh yeah, they had the cooking one. It was just a cooking show. I love the clips that came from that. Like, I watched clips from like 2016 of like that cooking show more than I'd like to admit. A lot of the voice actors did like little like television shows, like little shows. It was a lot of fun, and I think my favorite would be Tokyo Encounter. That was fucking funny. It was from 2009 to like 2015 or 16. I don't know. I haven't like seen the last one, but that was like a TV like show of like retro gaming and stuff, with the two main presenters being Tomokazu Sugita and Sugita Tomokazu? Yeah. And Nakamura Yuichi. It was great watching them, even though it was recorded in such low definition that I was like, damn, 780p would look so rad right now. It was so bad. Let's see. But they cooked peanut butter squid from the show and fed it to voice actors, which confirms that it really does taste bad. Yeah, not everything in this series tastes good. It's big yikes. There we go. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I've been having a great time with that, going down the nostalgia route, because it's of course summer vacation. But also I also have been unfortunately very addicted to, what's it called? Oh, I keep forgetting, even though I've been like literally been obsessed and I have not let go of the game. It's a mobile game, which often means like that it's not good. And apparently the launch of that game was so disastrous that people are still incredibly angry with them for it, and I think so far I've been enjoying myself a lot. So I think they might have fixed a lot, but I'm not sure. But it's so good. It is unfortunately not safe for work, so you cannot just play this in your break or whatever. Hold on first. But yeah, I've been playing that, which is called What in Hell is Bad. And I would really recommend for people to play it. It's fucking insane. It's hilarious. You can pick your gender even. But if you play it in English, like the translation is not 100% perfect and it might misgender you from time to time. But honestly, I don't care. I love the dialogue in this game. It's positively insane. In a good way. Like, the story is also very well thought out. At least as far as I've gone, which is I've literally just finished the first chapter. The gameplay is pretty repetitive for some people, but my autism doesn't care. It's basically like a tower defense, like, I think it's kind of like Arknights, but I've never played Arknights. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, I really recommend it. You can touch the man's. If you want to pull for the characters, they're really hot in the arts, but the in-game arts, when it comes to like, in battle, you could say they're like chibis and they're really cute. but the story is like the characters are like anime, like really well done though. They're really well done. It's like anime, but the art style is not very consistent. But honestly, I don't care because the dialogue is just that good. Think of like FGO if the art was more consistent, but still it's not consistent enough to not be noticeable, if that makes any sense. And it's just so good. And in order to pull the men that you want, you have to like smack their ass. And they start moaning. It's like it's like Gal Gun way of like moaning when you like shoot them. It's so fucking extra. I love it. I would recommend 100% of the time. 100%. It is just that good. It's incredible. So, the game basically, I don't want to say too much because I really recommend people play this game. It's it's just too funny. You start off like just sitting at home in a friend's room, like in the room that is owned by your friend, and you apparently live basically 24/7 together in that, not in that room, but in the same house, due to past trauma of yourself in the house that you actually live in. And they basically do everything for you because they care a lot about you. They're literally your bestie, and it's great. It's a great life you're having together, but like, it starts off where you're sitting behind your PC and talking about how both you and your bestie use the same PC, and you know how that never ends well. It never ends well to share a PC with another adult. That will never end well. Basically, you take up all the space on the PC, which annoys your your bestie. But for some reason, he still allows you to use it. And the first thing we do when we are in that room behind the PC and reminiscing about the fact that we share the PC is watch porn. And that's how that game starts off, and I'm like, wow. Well, that's not how it starts off. Like, I think it starts like with like a BuzzFeed quiz on like what kind of person you are, to like assign a certain character to you later, like a one that you get for free. But still, when you start off a game already beating your whatever sexual organ you got to like a porn outfit, you already know that you start off strong. You start off strong. So yeah, I really recommend go play the game. It's a good start. Why do I feel like deja vu? I feel like I've already like have this conversation before. This is weird. Oh well. Would not be the first time. Oh, it's hot though. It's really hot. Need to drink some more. Let me see. Do I have some other music? I don't think I do. Let me see.
Did you know you are beautiful?
My mom tells me sometimes. But thank you, Dalek. But yeah, you can play the game as male or female. As far as I know, there are no non-binary options, but I have to warn you, it is a porn game. It is censored, but it's still a porn game. There is insertion, and there's cum. I'm not joking. I'm a little bit confused when they say they need to get the cum out of the horn, if they mean the actual devil horns or if they mean their penis. Because at the end of the day, they describe rubbing just one, and some of these fuckers have more than one horn. It's wild. Yes. Okay.
Can I play as an alien?
No. You will be playing as a human who is descended from King Solomon. It's very biblical. I mean, the game is called What in Hell is Bad. But I would really recommend...
Oh, I need the name of this game.
Yes. What in Hell is Bad is what it's called. There are no women in this game unless you pick to play as one, as far as I've seen so far. You literally get fucked. It's a great game. 10 out of 10. The art is fire. You can... No, not you can. You have to jerk off the people in the game. Or like at least pleasure them to a certain extent so that they bust. In order to quote unquote bond with them. And it's great. It's really my thing. I really like it. What I don't like is that they come on the floor. That's a bit disappointing. I would have at least hoped that they have a towel. Also, in the beginning, when you're watching porn in the, like, prologue, your bestie knows whenever you're jerking it. At least they guessed right this one time. That means either A, you're predictable. Exactly, that's exactly how he said it. Like that means either we have a track record for jerking off behind the computer we both share, and he doesn't. I'm saying jerking off, pleasuring ourselves while watching porn on the computer. He knows because of either our search history or because he has heard us do it before. Maybe we're not quiet. I don't know. In the Google Play Store or in the what's it called? It is for mobile. So you cannot play it on PC unless you have like the BlueStacks or something maybe. But it's really good. The dialogue is hilarious. If anything, play it for the main story. It's fucking funny. You can play the side quests, but unfortunately, yeah, play for the plot. So far the side quests, one of the side quests is about I will not say it. Please just play it. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Like, if you don't like men, that's perfectly fine. But the insanity of it all, it doesn't matter if you like men or not. If you're bi or not, at least. If you're gay, it's hilarious for every gender. It's pure insanity. I love it. It's 10 out of 10. I would play it again if I could, like erase my memory. I would absolutely do it again. 10 out of 10. Pure comedy gold. I've pissed myself laughing so many times. It is getting embarrassing. It's great. What can I say? Let's see. Is there some more fun music? No, that's Stray Kids. That's not gonna help me out. Anyway, I love it so very much. It's starting to get, where I'm at right now, it's starting to get a bit harder for me to play the game, but it could be because I need to grind more to level up my daemons. It's, there's a lot of religion, Christianity related, like, stuff in there, but you don't need to take it seriously. It's not like they're shoving religion down your throat. It's just a tool to tell the story. That's it. Is there another version of this game? I think so. I think there's like an uncensored version, but I've never seen it outside of like a YouTube like preview. But it is censored on at least Android. I don't know about Apple. I have not played it on Apple. Yes, but it does not leave anything to the imagination. It's like censored, but it doesn't matter if it is, you know. You hear it, you can still see it, but it's censored. There's no subtlety. None whatsoever. It will give you whiplash more than once. Absolutely. It's an incredible game. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Let's see. You ready? Bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. I have itchy behind the ear. Yeah. There we go. Bum, bum. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Thank you, Dalek. Bam. I need to call someone. Thank you for another one. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello?
What is this game, BTW?
Hi, how are ya?
I'm doing good. I've been talking on stream about my sins of the week. I have... I've been unfaithful to Love and Deep Sticks. And not a little bit.
Nice.
I've been incredibly unfaithful. But honestly... They came way too late with the spicy cards, unfortunately. If they came out rock hard like the game I'm currently playing from the start of the game, I would have not been unfaithful. I would have let this fucker go. But unfortunately, they didn't. So that's their loss. The good thing is that game is a lot more, well, not a lot more, a little bit more generous or less pushy regarding the fact that you have to get different cards. Only if you're like really obsessed with one. But since the art in the game is so inconsistent, I'm saying inconsistent. There's like, they have like 3 different types of art in that game. The beautiful, beautiful like illustrations are like for the cards that you pull, like the characters that you pull, and only for like that, and for jerking them off. And the second art style that they have for each of the character is for during the main
ビクジー
story.
ボックス、ビクジーボックス、ビクジーボックス、
And
ビ
that's
クジーボックス、
fully
ビクジー
like
ベンズ、ビ
anime
クジーベン
style.
ズ。
Like it's literally looks like it's a still from an anime series or like an OVA. It looks really good.
Yeah.
It's giving Obey Me.
Yeah.
Then the last one, that's the battle sprites, which is chibi, cuter versions of them. So there's like a big
Yeah.
difference every time. It can be jarring for some people, but I don't care. It's just too good. It's too good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey Ruth, I hope I've been making you proud in the short time I've been around. Of course you have, Kabuki. That's a wild statement to make. Are you alright, bud? I hope you're doing good. Does she know I hear a voice? Yes, there is a voice. That's my favorite degenerate. Thank you, Betsy. I appreciate the support. Hi, Fox. How are you? Okay, then I will try to set up the... I will set up the VNet, the thingamajig, so you can join, so they have someone to look at.
Oh.
Not just a disembodied
Sure.
voice. That would be a bit sad. Just the haunting voice of...
your stream.
Ooh. Hold on, where are you? Where's silly you?
Yeah.
Where are you in my...
So I don't have any real like ghostly complaints with you. I'd have to like find some shit to start with you. I'd be like,
Absolutely.
you left the
Stuff on.
jelly out again.
What
How
jelly?
dare you.
Wait, are we not besties on like fucking Steam? How dare I?
Oh,
That's
no.
that's vile of me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
How disrespectful.
guess
I
let me
can't
give
I
you
can't fucking
my
believe it.
Steam ID.
Yes, please. Then I can add you.
Okay. Mm-mm.
There we go. That's mine. Bum
Okay,
bum
yeah, that's easy.
bum 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 bum. I've been very excited. Yes, I will hydrate. Thank
Yeah?
you, Dalek. I've been so addicted with capital D to this game for the past like 2 days and a half. And the only reason why I'm not currently playing it like until I dehydrate myself is because it won't let me. And it's the only reason why I'm being stopped right now. I haven't spent any money on it, which is good. But that's because the story is so good. And I don't like the difference between like Love and Deep Space and this game. I keep saying this game, but it has a name. It's called What in Hell is Bad. It's not a weird typo. It's literally What in Hell is Bad, like a bad thing. It's a very interesting story, and I would recommend 10 out of 10. Play it, even if
Yeah.
you need to jerk them off sometimes. But if you turn down the sound and like don't look, because a lot of it is like very zoomed in, you don't notice it until they bust. And then you get a close-up like illustrated like moment of just it being on the floor. and a very uwu chibi of them being a little embarrassed, and I'm like, how dare you be embarrassed, you vile creature. You did this.
Yeah.
Not me.
Right. Sir, now's not the time to be shy.
Exactly. Like, how dare you woo me when you jizzed on the floor? Clean it up, you vile piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the cause of it, but still, why do you let me? You barely know me, you freak. It's absolutely a game of get your freak on with like freaks that have been waiting to get their freak on. It's wild. It's so fucking funny. It's so insane and unhinged, and it makes it good. Hold on, I will name. What should we name the room?
I love this song.
L and D mid. I'll call it L and D mid.
Oh, wow. All right. Tell us how you really feel. Okay.
God, I love hanging out with you. You tell me how it is. You're like, don't lie to me. Fucking spit on it, why don't you?
A little bit of that hot tooey.
Yeah. Love, no, deep space, 1. Okay, I'm gonna... Hold on. Okay, this is the password. Because that's how I feel about that game. Alright, and the server region is Western Europe.
Oh, okay.
Where are you? There you are. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Leave, sorry. I didn't press host. I pressed the wrong button. This one. I wonder why it did that. There we go. Here it is. So that was the top one is the name of the room, and the one below is the password. Okay. Then we should be here. I will make myself a little bit smaller so I can check. I love this song. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I need to make myself a little bit smaller, but that's because we have a vertical stream going on as well, which is nice. Oh, hey, it's Diff. Hello. For once I'm on YouTube instead of Twitch. Fire. Absolute fire. Hi, Diff. The unfortunate part is that my text-to-speech does not read who is talking in YouTube, but only on Twitch, which pisses me off royally. But hey, what can I do? Bam, bam. But hey, that's all right. Is it working?
Let's see. I don't know if I need to. Oh, I guess we both have to have the DLC for it.
Yeah.
In order for me to do VNet, or okay.
Oh, did
Give
you not
me
have it?
One moment then.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have it. I have the paid version of VTube Studio, but not the.
Oh,
not the
okay.
VNet,
VNet is not very cheap though.
No, just kidding.
VNet is
Very
like
not
$15.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh,
But it
dear.
is a lot of fun, and I use it all of the time whenever I'm hanging out with people. We're just vibing.
Nice.
It is the best tool for collabing. Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Like using OBS
Alright.
Ninja or other, or like, I'm saying that, but like with Johnny, we use, like the Twitch join thingy, but that is very difficult for me to use because I don't use a browser that supports that service. I use Opera GX, and it's not supported with that tool on Twitch, which is unfortunate. And also, I don't know how to
Ooh, you
make
should
it
write a
work
letter.
anyway. I should write a letter,
yeah.
you know, old, you know, like the old people do. Write a letter of
Yeah.
complaints. Say my name is Sarah from
Cheers.
Michigan.
To whom it may concern.
My friend ship with
yeah.
pizza tower is over.
You got it.
Is my new
You're way too good at that. Motherfucker.
Are you,
Woo!
hang in there. You
Oh, fuck. It went down the wrong hole. My friendship with Pizza Tower is over. Boombuster's my new best friend forever. I don't know what the Boombuster is, but please enlighten me. Ooh. Uh-oh. I shouldn't be playing that song. That's probably gonna get my video taken down. Whoopsie! Alright, so it's starting now. It's music and songs from games and unknown artists only. Damn. Oh well, shit happens.
Yeah,
Is it
sorry
working?
taking so long.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still
just taking a
recovering
while,
from
I
the
just
coughing
didn't
fit.
know. Sounds like. Plus, I didn't know we were gonna be streaming, or else I would have taken care of this. Shit
I
ahead
would
of
have.
time. My beat.
I should have told you. What you doing? I'm
cool.
setting up with Cece, our beloved stepsister. We're still family in spirit, and that's all that matters. From the U.S. of A, on the other side of the swimming pool, if you will. And we're hanging out and talking about degeneracy only. There's a lot of sinning going on and a lot of nostalgia. Talking about boys. Talking about men.
Yeah.
Big titty men.
Yeah.
It's my weakness. What can I
Yeah.
say? It's my kryptonite.
Yeah.
Every time I see a man with massive honkers, I just freeze. Like a deer in headlights, and I no longer move. Like, you know when you have like the fight or flight, I have the freeze option.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like freeze, and then there's like fawn. Fawn is another like.
Yeah, fawn is
classification, I think.
hella dangerous, but understandable. Oh man, that if you fawn instead of doing any of those others, you're gonna be stuck in that situation for quite some time. Unless you're doing it on purpose, which I often do, but that's to de-escalate by making them uncomfortable and not myself. Because that they don't expect it. If they're being weird and shit, and you're being like weirder, they're like, what's with this freak? Like she is outmatching my freak. She don't match my freak. Or my freak is that they don't match my freak, but she's matching my freak. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like make them go limp so fast. It's great.
Yeah.
You just see the pants tighten in the wrong way. Like, you know, like when you eat, like take a bite of like a lemon, like when your face like scrunches up, like that, but with the pants.
Yeah.
Like it just inverts. That's my favorite thing. When people make me uncomfortable to get their rocks off, I get my rocks off making it worse for them. It's great.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Would recommend. Keep drinking.
Weird. All
What's
right.
up?
Well, it doesn't have like. So it tells like there's a field for the passwords you gave me, but there's no field for like our room name. So it's like, well, how does it know? I'm just putting in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Show me a screenshot of what you're looking at.
Yeah. All right. Big screen.
Bow, 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 bow.
Okay. There you go. Or unless it's just like slowly downloading. Maybe that's the problem.
That's okay. We can take our time. Oh yeah, you're joining. You need to above you. You see like a plus that's like a crown next to it. That's the host. So you need to select me as the host. And you got Western Europe, and then you should be able to join. Then the join button should show up. Also, the name of the room is wrong. You named yourself the name of the room.
Oh, I thought it was like name, like as in
No, that's the room name.
Because it says nickname, and it's just like, well, that's a very unclear UI.
That is pretty unclear. Yeah, I understand why you went wrong on that one. There's a severe lack of context. You're like, what would my nickname be in that? I understand there's some like anonymous rooms because after like you end the room, it's gone forever. You have to restart a room and everything, so the data's not saved anyway. So no one has access to like your models or anything. That's fire. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Are you sure about the nickname? Because like I'm typing it in, and the like it's too many characters. Like the name that you gave for the room is
the
too many
name for the
characters.
room is LND is mid. It's not that many characters.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the name of the room is LND is mid, and underneath that is the password that you need to put above it.
All right, it's me. I'm an old lady. I don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
All right.
I'm like technology, more like.
I was like,
no.
Alright, got it. I
love failing at basic
on
shit.
board.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would do again. Absolutely.
Yeah. Alright. Almost. It's still the join button is grayed out. So let me see.
Hold on. Can
it's
you
a
send
status
another
offline.
screenshot?
So I guess I gotta go online. Sure.
Let me see. You have it purchased, so that's good.
Yeah.
Sorry, my voice.
No, it's all good. It's good. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum,
Bloop, 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 bloop.
bum, bum, bum.
See at the bottom left, it's like the join button is grayed out.
Okay.
And then right above it.
You still haven't
status
added me as
offline.
as the host. You just select the host. So that's me.
No, but like
Yeah, like the plus
let me-
button above you. That needs to be me. So if you click on it.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm getting the cut.
It's giving. Click on the plus button, Grandma. The plus button.
I'm clicking as fast as I can.
That's so fucking funny.
Okay. Woo. Here we go. All right, I have pressed accept and join. Maybe. And then I guess you gotta accept me. You gotta accept me for me.
Oh. Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me change my fit. Boop. Let's see. Let's put this one off. Boom. I'm undressing myself. What can I say? Hold on. I need to do one more. There we go. This one. I have too many options. This should be illegal. Alright. There we go. We fixed it. Hello. How are you?
It. Wow.
I love your hair accessories. Wait, why is your hair black?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Oh dear. I think I know what's going on. Oh,
it's something with your alpha.
Yeah.
Like your
God
green
damn it.
screen.
How am I going to fix that? Right? Do you like having black hair? It does look pretty fire. I like it matches the blue. I don't know how, but it does look good. There we go.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's make ourselves a little bit smaller and put ourselves here.
Okay.
That way we both fit on the vertical too. Bum, bum, bum. Or I can put myself behind you. Hold on, let me see if that works. How do I? Oh, I need to edit this.
Oh, yeah,
I control position.
hug me from behind. A back hug. Aww.
Hold on, there we go. I'll make you smaller. And then we'll do this. That way we're both on the thingy. See, that makes total sense. Also, you're on my lap.
Sure.
You move with me.
Oh,
That's funny.
Santa, what I'm being. It's like calling you Santa Claus.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I'm like, Santa? Santa who?
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? But alright. And I'll remove your Fugi because you're already here. Beautiful. Alright. So we have lots to talk about. How has your week been with the inferior game? I'm saying that, but it's definitely superior in a lot of ways.
Sure. Well, I still like it. Yeah, they have like 2 events going on, so a lot of little mini game things, and so
I like the mini games.
So
I like
fine enough.
Getting free cards by way of effort. That's what I like. I don't want to keep paying anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm poor.
Think that, like, and it's one of those things where it's just kind of like it's a game to be enjoyed. Like, there should not be any kind of like pay to play kind of like. And I get, like, game companies need to, like, make money and stuff like that. And so they do that with, like, scarcity and all that kind of stuff. But it is kind of, like, frustrating where it's just like, why
they made more money
a banner
than
with all
MoniHoYo.
Yeah.
That was insane to read.
Like,
what?
Yeah. It's like they have all 4 guys as the banner event, and it's like, okay, like that's
insane.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah. And also, I did not get the one I wanted, no matter how hard I've been trying.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's like a severe lack of cards for Silas. So I keep getting everyone that's not Silas, but even worse, everyone that's not Silas or Zane. The only ones that
Yeah.
Hi, Rice. Welcome. And I've been so upset because I'm like, I get not getting Silas because there's not as many like cards about him yet, or like memories or wishes, whatever you want to call it. There's not as many yet. Yeah. But they don't even go for my second. I only get Raphael and Xavier. Yeah. And I'm like, do you perchance hate me? Like, you can tell me. I will get angry, but that's a different story.
Yeah. It's kind of like how, it's like sometimes you think that your phone's listening to you because, like, you were talking about something.
Oh, they're absolutely listening.
For it. And
Google's absolutely listening to what I'm doing.
Yeah, the reversal, though, is just like, I don't want Raphael. It's like, give her more Raphael. Do it. It's like,
Did she say Raphael? And I'm like, yes, but no. Stop haunting me.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's my new favorite song. I keep singing it. It's like early 2000s, like Y2K song. And I just keep yelling it every time I like get something that I did not ask for. I'm like, absolutely not. Do I wear Chanel as underwear? It's a wild song. I love it. But yeah, I have been frustrated with the game. I still do my dailies. I'm loyal to the dailies I need to do and leveling them up and making them stronger. But that's it. That's all I've done. I haven't even invested because the main storyline is interesting, enough to like hook you in, but the meat of the matter's just not there. It's in the cards.
Yeah.
And that means you have to pay to get the meat. And that makes me feel yucky. And like it's a red flag for me. Like, you know, I don't want that. So that's why I've been cheating at the other game. I've been unfaithful to that game. But I'm pretty sure Silas wouldn't mind. He doesn't have enough cards to care.
Yeah.
But Zane would definitely be upset. Wow, I'm being parasocial, but honestly, don't care. I've invested too much money in that game. I can be parasocial and I fucking want to. I paid for you!
I mean, so like, just let's talk about that real quick though. So like the kind of parasocial aspect of it. Like, do you think like, I mean, I'm just curious because like, there's, I don't know that I feel the same way about games, and maybe that's incorrect. Versus like when like celebrity culture. You know what I mean? Like some people are watching.
Yeah, the
like,
game is made to
like,
be parasocial. It's
right.
The attention. It's
are
meant to be. They
rewarded.
want you to wail on the characters. It's normal to be parasocial because that's what this the intention behind it. But when it comes to celebrities, I'm like, no. Real people are yucky. Ew. No, that's not the reason. With real real people, they have their own lives to live. They don't know me. I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like it's like a mutual respect thing. You respect their work.
Yeah.
But you don't go after them because you know them. I don't want to know actors most of the time. I don't. And I try my best not to consume too much about like their daily lives because I'm like, I couldn't be fucked hard enough to give a shit. But I do respect their work and want to support them when I like something that they have done, and then if I really want to, I will get some really unhinged, insane merch about them. But that's it.
Yeah.
I will not bother them. It's really just a joke for myself. And if I can somehow like support them, like some of the like actors have like their own like merch pages and stuff, and some of them are funny enough that they have like they actually like lean into the unhinged side of their fan base and they make some like really insane merch, then I don't mind supporting them because it's all in good fun. But otherwise, like I don't do that. And even when it comes to music, like with artists, I love supporting their work, but I don't go bothering them because I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't have enough time in my life or energy to care enough about them to go bother them. Like, honestly, I have better things to do. And they don't know me. I don't know them. They might be absolute freaks, like not in the fun way even. I don't care. Don't want to know. I know enough about like celebrity status and like, you know, people that are famous that most of the time they're so like socially like not awkward, but like a lot of them are sociopaths because of the like area they work in. Their workplace requires them to become sociopaths, and like, ooh, no, I'm good. I don't ever want to be in a relationship with an actor. No, thank you. Not because I think they can lie to me, because I'm pretty sure they can lie to me, but like with a fucking straight face. But it's more because of the how much their workplace will most definitely leak into private life. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Hi, Melty. Hi. So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, why did you ask specifically about the real life folks? Like about the discussion?
Oh, I was just curious because when when you just mentioned parasocial, I just think about like you know, the things that we get out of the game and stuff like that. And like I said, just thinking about how that like translates over to like IRL and that kind of stuff. Because like the nice thing about either of these games is like you like even though we're like we have a compulsion to still do our dailies every day, like we still get to kind of interact with the game.
It's all part of
100% on our
the
own
literally
terms, right?
part of the game. We're being like
Right, yeah.
like socially engineered to
Listen,
We're
the
being
mouse
programmed.
goes for the cheese in the experiment. That's how it works, okay?
And the cheese is a hot man's picture with massive tits. And that's all we want.
Yeah.
To finally objectify
Yeah.
the men that deserve it. Just kidding. That sounds insane. That sounds absolutely clinically nuts. Nah. I love being
Do you need a
parasocial
hug?
too.
Yeah.
I would love
Do you need a
to
hug?
be hugged by someone with massive man tits. I want to be smushed by them. I need to feel like I'm almost being crushed by, you know, kind of the feeling like when you are like on your bed or on like a yoga mat and like you're stretching your arms out, like that stretch. It's so the fucking endorphins that come out of that fire. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's why we stretch, because it feels good. Exactly like that, but like a man that can crush me, but doesn't. Hopefully.
Like you could get like just a farmer body pillow, like you know they make the like
A farmer body
boyfriend
pillow?
Yeah, a firmer one, like they make the body.
Oh, a
pillows that
firmer.
can
I
get,
thought
like,
you
your
said
favorite-
farmer.
Yeah.
I'm like, Stardew Valley?
A farmer. You know.
I was like looking
It's like
for a
a
game
big-
where there's like farmers that you can date. I was like, what? Pixel? I
sure
mean,
there is.
you can
Yeah,
get your
definitely.
rocks off to
I've
pixels,
definitely
I
read a lot
guess.
of manhwa.
Oh yeah, I've also been reading way too many manhwas. Fuck, I'm still not done with that. God, I've read too much garbage too, so I immediately throw them out. If it's like a literally mentally weak, like main girly, I immediately throw it out. I'm like, woman, you're
it's frustrating.
25 years old. Get a grip. You're going to die, and no one is gonna save you. Don't cry. Cry when you're safe, bitch. What the fuck? But the severe lack of like self-preservation is often insane. They're like absolute like like man babies but woman. And I'm like, who relates to these women? If they do, they're a walking red flag. If it's like meant in like a funny way, I don't get it. Unless you know it's meant to be funny and it's actually funny. For example, it's like a girl boss that's like girl bossing all the time, but by way of maturity, not by girl bossing by way of toxicity. And they're like, I need more money. I need to marry a man that has money, and then I don't know, divorce him in like 5 years. Like, you know, that kind of girl bossing I love. That makes sense to me. That's fire. I'm like, go off, girl boss. Go piss. I love it. An absolute slay. And like, that's a woman that knows what she wants. And as long as she communicates that with the man that she's gonna be with, 10 out of 10, love it. If she doesn't communicate it with the guy, then she's just evil. That's nuts. Like, if it's a mutually agreed upon thing, I love it. Go get that bag, girl. Go get that bag. But if it's not, then I feel like, come on, communication is key, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
If it's like a like a damsel for like a lot of those mamas that do have like the main girly lead being like the damsel stereotype, they're doing it because either they hate women or don't understand that women have a will for themselves, or because they really get off on being saved by men because they're supposed to be saved by men. And I'm like, you know, she can stand up and walk out by herself. She has legs. They work. Walk, bitch. Girl, get up. It's not that hard. Just stand up and get out of the house. I don't know. Go touch some grass or something. I don't know. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild. And I've read a lot of those, and I immediately like just cast them aside, and like I have like a list where I like write down which ones I hated. So I check that list in case I find like, because the cover art is never the same as the art in the manga itself. It's never it doesn't correlate whatsoever. But like in an obnoxious way, so I need to like make sure that I remember the art too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great doing that, because I found some fucking gems that I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. Have you been reading anything?
Let's see. I earlier you were talking about Opera GX. Like, my default browser is just like very vanilla Google Chrome, but I use Opera GX for all my like BL tabs.
Your BL tabs or DL tabs?
Yeah.
Oh, the BL tabs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, both are degeneracy, so doesn't matter which one it is.
I just leave them there. Yeah. So like that, that browser is solely for that, and so yeah, I have a bunch.
I would do it the other way around. I would use the Chrome one for the BL, and like, because Chrome sucks so much of the PC power, and GX you can like set it so that it doesn't. And my priority would always be the BL. The gamer browser, yes.
Yeah, the quote unquote gamer.
The gamer browser.
Sure.
There's some like, I've been like, I like the old BL style a lot. The new or like either the older one, like either like by way of timeline being like really classic. For example, Fake is one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely. Okay. Fake is such a good one. It's a very long running manga series that has been there since like early 90s. Like, you can absolutely see, but the art is still goes so hard, and the story is really good. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of humor in it. They also made I think like an anime series of it too at the time, which was rare.
Yeah.
But not too rare, because there is more. There's quite a bit of like Yuri and BL from that time.
Yeah.
That they made into like OVAs and stuff. It was an OVA, I think. Yeah, OVAs were often that original video anime. And I really recommend. It's really good. It's such a nice like retro atmosphere. Let's see. Fake was, I think, one of my all-time favorites. Kizuna was also one of my all-time favorites. Also, like early 2000s. And also, you notes it with the aesthetic, absolutely. And I think one of the only ones where I think the shoujo aesthetic came over really hard, but like I think that I liked in its own way. I'm not sure if the mangaka made any more of them. I should probably look. And I think it, like, I only remembered from the English title that it had, because it was like hard, like the title was, for some reason they promoted it only in the English title. But it's called Stop Bullying Me. And it's more like shonen-ai. So it's like they almost make out once But the rest is all like all
Yeah,
very
yeah.
lovey-dovey, but they never actually like go into the making out. There's just a
I
lot
see.
of good communication about what they want. But he doesn't like
Yeah.
being bullied by his brother's bestie, and his brother has a brother complex towards him, mostly because he kind of acts really cutesy. In a way that you could compare to like Honey Senpai from like Oran Host Club. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
But he has like black hair, and in my opinion, I think he's cuter. But I haven't read it
Yeah.
in a long time, so I would recommend that one.
Okay.
Those were like, I think the ones that got me into BL when I first started intensely
Okay.
reading it.
Mm.
But that's because at the time, and in the Y2K like era, like a lot of manga was very much focused towards women, but so many of the relationships in it were actually so incredibly toxic that I just didn't read a lot of them. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot relate to this girl because the people that she likes and say that like her too act like she's garbage. Like, they treat her so badly in the name of love, and I'm like, you haven't even kissed her yet, and you keep bullying. That's not tsundere behavior. That's bully behavior. And not even, like, bully in, like, a cute, like, lovey-dovey way, you know? Like, being, like, weird, like, shoulder bump, ooh-woo, all that bullshit. Not even that. It was just really weird. A lot of, popular ones were just... Why does she like him? He says that he hates her. Why does she want to get in a relationship with that guy? And also, it's like the worst situation where the girl has like the damsel stereotype too. Like, she's incompetent and she likes the guy that not just bullies her, actively hates her and looks at her like, the art is so well done that they make the eyes like look at her character with so much hate in it that I'm like, damn. Does the artist hate writing like strong characters, or does the artist get off on being hated or seeing someone attempt a relationship with a person that hates them to their core? It was really weird. Like, those how popular those were. And I'm like, that's not even the I can fix it mentality. That's the like the fawn mentality that you talked with me about. And not even fawn because she is scared. No, fawn because she is actually delusional, thinking that's the guy that says he hates her guts, like her very existence, upon that one misunderstanding that makes zero sense from like childhood days and stuff. And I'm like, they also don't communicate. Like, they're allergic to communicating the fact that it was a misunderstanding. And just, they're not letting it go. It's really, it was very yucky. So, it was a bad time for, like, reading, like, shoujo manga that actually was healthy for women to read of that age. Because you could only relate to the women that were like that age and in the same like group most of the time. It was just vile shit. Like, what? Is this what you believe love is about? What the fuck's wrong in Japan? Like, what the... I don't get it. I'm losing it. And yeah, that was wild. So I had to literally read shit like Gaku and Alice and fucking like the literally like where the relationship is between two kids of like 12, like between two 12-year-olds, because those are healthier than the ones that are happening between the puberty ridden dickheads that need to get their shit out of their ass. Like, what the fuck have you been putting up your butthole to act like that? Stop it. Get some help. Therapy would be nice. Good night, darling. Have a nice evening. But yeah, Y2K was wild for like seeing any healthy like relationships happening. And then like Dengeki Daisy came out and I was on a fucking roll. Dengeki Daisy was fire. It was so popular for so long. It was even like in my like city library. There was like a manga section for like a bit where they would have like Evangelion and stuff and Death Note and all the main basic bitches that I didn't give a fuck about because they were all shonen. And then you had like a couple of them that were like shoujo. But I'm glad that they did because they the library is like libraries are very conscious about like what type of like books they put in there, even if they're popular. Because if they promote domestic violence, of course you're not gonna put it in there. So all the mangas that were in there, like Aku and Alice, that were like translated into Dutch, which was rare too. It was only the ones that were like healthy relationships or like interesting relationships where it was not toxic. And that was a good time. And that's how I got into that. But how about you? Did you also have that in school? During the Y2K?
No. Did we have those in our libraries at school? Is that what you mean? We did not. No. Like my school, our library was like, it felt very outdated. Like I don't remember like a lot of new books and stuff like that. So like, you know, like access to like anime and manga stuff was very like limited. Whereas so like most of it was just kind of like like if there just happened to be like some kind of like, you know, Asian specialty store where there's like and it was like it was never any of the like legit stuff. Like it was all like bootleg knockoff. It's like I got a lot of knockoff Slayers things and like
Slayers. I thought
like,
it was like too skimpy for me. I was like, damn, aren't they cold? And then because like I was never like until 2018 I was not like interested in any like skimpy clothes or like what was it called, like ecchi like themed or like the genre of it at all. I was just like they made me uncomfortable because I'm like, I don't like touching other people. I cannot relate. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting into Slayers because apparently it's really good. So I want to get into it. It's probably gonna be good. But until then, I need to get rid of my current hyperfixation.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I think for me at the time, like there's certain anime that I consider like this is starter anime just because like for me it was just what was accessible, right? So like Ranma, it's like I never watched Ranma 1/2 in any kind of like correct order or anything like that. It was just like whatever.
Did you watch it on TV? Like... Was Ranma on TV?
Let's see.
Or like CD or DVD or
on
like
TV.
Oh,
no,
like Adult
like,
Swim or something?
No. It was before. It was like before that. It was like a VHS.
Oh, you found it.
So,
in like a Blockbuster or something. You're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, like a Blockbuster. Yeah,
interesting.
That was just like a teeny tiny end cap that had like all the like anime. So it was like, and so it was just like, what is this? And it was like, it spanned too many genres. So you're just kind of like, I just want to like absorb this like medium, but it's like, you know, it could be like, it's like we watched Ranma 1/2 and then we watched Akira afterwards, and it's like, why? That's very that's a very big swing. You know,
it is, but you didn't have like much like choice. Like you're like right now, like people these days are like spoiled for choice. There's so many.
Yeah.
Even when I just started
Yeah,
with like watching anime and everything, there was already a lot, but my preferred
Yeah.
niches were very small. I just was
Yeah.
looking for healthy shit, you know? Like good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I liked shonen, but as long as it was like a healthy shonen. But a lot of the shonen were like weird like ideas of like how men and women and just society should behave, and I'm like, what? Like one of my favorite all-time favorites would have been Fruits Basket, because that looked like healthy ways of dealing with things. Because she learned it from her mom, and she kept like those lessons close to her, and I'm like, I want to be like that. I want to force myself to become like that, because if I were to self-reflect on myself, that's what I would want my family to see when they look at me. Like that's their words have meaning to me, and that I will remember them. I've always been afraid of like forgetting what people look like, or what people like. I've been afraid of not remembering people, or like not remembering things that others do, and it's happened before. And that literally put me in such a panic state that I was like, thought I got dementia early. I don't want to forget these memories. I hold so dear to me, and I think one of my I think Fruits Basket itself had the biggest impact on me, because what I learned, the biggest lesson that I still like literally use every day without knowing, what I learned from it is that the last thing you say to your parents should always be, I love you. That even like if they were to pass away like suddenly, that the last thing they remember from your relationship with your parents is that it was that they are loved by the person that they care most about, which is 95% their kids.
Yeah.
And that's, I literally will not hang up on the phone with my parents or my little brother in any other way than with I love you. I want the last thing they hear from me, no matter what happens, to always be I love you. And that's what I learned from Fruits Basket, because I think like I haven't watched it in so long, but it was like very like a core part of like when the last thing that her mother said to her was like when she left the house to like get groceries or like whatever, was like I'm taking off, but that she was like either asleep, I don't remember, but she didn't say her usual I love you. And that's what I'm afraid of. So I never forget to say I love you to my parents if they ever like visit, or like when they leave the house or call me. I will not end the call without having said I love you, because that would be my biggest regret. So I do that every day, and I never think about it anymore unless it's like this kind of conversation where it like I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that on purpose. I forgot that I did that on purpose. And that's one of them.
Nice that it's a habit for you, you know, like a consistent habit. Like
it's
I think that's great.
A habit out of fear, not out of fun, which is not a good habit, but the end result is something that I want to have so I can live or pass away without regretting anything, because that would be my biggest regret, is to not send them off with love, if that makes sense. So that was a very serious talk. What has anime taught you? Always say I love you to your mom before she starts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not important, but still, it's kind of fucked up. But yeah. God.
That's still a better lesson to take away than
Absolutely.
other ones.
It's a
It's
good
just like, if
lesson
you
to
don't
take
get
away
thrown
compared
in
to
front of
fucking Akito. What the fuck was that bitch's problem?
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
mean? Like, that sounds like a you issue. Skill issue? Shut up. What you mean bullying a literal poor girl? Like, she's so poor. She lives in the forest, asshole.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that she's not paying rent. Like, she's like... That's one toxic as fuck family, man. Holy shit.
Mm-mm. Wait, so are you like the Fruits Basket that you watched? Was it the
Yeah,
original one
the
or the
original.
new remake? The new
Original.
remake. Okay.
And
the new
I've
remake
read
goes
the
further,
manga.
like... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I read the manga after the original, like, ended. And that's how I
Yeah.
got into my love for Laura Bailey, because I watched it dubbed. Laura Bailey's great. And that's how my favorite of all time, I think, would animes of all time would be Kodomo no Mocha, which is Child's Toy, was also voiced by Laura Bailey, and it's like on the same level as like Fruits Basket to me. It's like slice of life, but very specific and original. So like Fruits Basket and Child's Toy have a very original story, but very realistic too. It's set in real life for a reason. Well, I'm saying realistic. Fruits Basket has some freaky magic shit. I'm not sure if it's magic. What the fuck? They're animals. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the main girl and like the story around it is how to live with in harmony with that situation they're in. And how to grow as a human from that. And the same overall concepts like that is applicable to Child's Toy. And it's about like a 10-year-old girl that is adopted by her mother, who is a writer, a very well-known one. And she is a child actor. So she has severe ADHD too. Like, they don't, as far as I know, they didn't name it ADHD yet, but she's the pinnacle of ADHD. And that really works very well with her being a child actor, because she loves acting and being in the showbiz thingy. Not because she wants attention, because she thinks it's fun. Like, a lot of genuine childlike wonder with it too. But she always tries her best. She's a lot more mature, but has a lot of child purity to it too. And she also, like, she misses a lot of school because of it, but she always does her best to like make up for it, like to not let her grades slip. But that makes it hard for the kids that she's in class with to properly relate to her, as she is often literally working like an adult. So they sometimes have difficulty understanding her, or like she has difficulty understanding the impact that on school things have, because she's used to a more adult work environment. So a lot of things that kids at her school find important, she doesn't see the importance always of. Very autism coded. But she does her best, because she's like, I might not fully understand it, but I want to understand it. Like, I want to be friends. She has a lot of friends, not just because she's like a child actor, because she's on TV then a lot, which the kids also watch. But like, she's fun to be around. So it's not like she's like tired all the time. There are moments where they do show like, hey, when you cannot put too much on a child's shoulders. A lot of lessons are what she learns from are things where I'm like, she's a child. She's 10. She should be allowed to make these mistakes. And you shouldn't verbally assault her for making those mistakes. Even though
Yeah.
she has to act like an adult sometimes because she works, like she's a child actor, doesn't mean that you have to punish her like an adult. She tries her best, and like it's really, really like beautiful to watch that story. I've cried more in that series than in any other series ever. It's so good and it's so sweet, and she has like a friend at school. I'm saying a friend, but it starts off as like enemies. There's like one boy that's an asshole, but that's because he's also very like autistic coded. That kid, like he bullies her and kind of grins, but often he has like no facial expressions. He's not at home. But by POV of like a 10-year-old boy. So it's hard to like figure out like why he's doing that and what he's doing. And like the entire story, but she later finds out that's because he's being abused at home verbally, as far as I know. I don't remember if it was physical too, by his sister and dad, because his mother died giving birth to him. She died in childbirth. They blame him for it, and more so the sister. The sister is fucking like, I think she's like 15, and blaming a 10-year-old for the death of her mom. And the dad does fuck all, I think. So that's wild. And she finds out about it because she finds him like at night at like a park or something, or like just wandering around when she's like throwing away trash, I think. And she's like, oh my god, ew, this is the fucking bully again, the asshole that just cannot leave me be just because I'm a little bit hyper and I'm very excited about being at school. And kids are usually not that excited about being at school because they need to do homework, but she's excited because she's not working. She's going to school like she should be, like where kids are supposed to be. And then she like finds out, but like she finds out because he's walking outside, because I think they locked him out of the house. So she's like, why are you outside? And then he's like, I think he made up some excuse, or was like, well, it's none of your business. And she's like, well, it's midnight, dickhead. Why are you outside? And then I think she like threatens to like tell like one of the school counselors. And then he's like, well, that's gonna get me in trouble. So he like tells her, I think, what is going on. But he's very like not uncomfortable with it. He just is like, it is what it is. Like he's like, he's so jaded about it. Like almost like an adult that has already given up. He's 10, so it's very like very well shot. Like the feelings translate so well for not only an old anime, but because it's shot in a very specific way, almost like an actual television show, but like very like a good drama is how it's shot. And sometimes there's so many times there's just like no sounds or anything, so there's no like ambience and stuff. It's really good. I recommend watching Child's Toy. And then they develop their relationship because she doesn't tell anyone, or I think, and then she like becomes friends with him and like invites him over to stay at her house whenever he's like kicked out or something, under the pretense that they're friends, to hang out together outside of her work hours and stuff, you know? And then they like develop a relationship that way. It's very well done. I really recommend it. It's one of the ones that had the biggest impacts in my life. Those and Fruits Basket. They were very formative for me. Um, yeah, it's beautiful. And the other
Yeah,
formative one
that's
is
awesome.
probably Class of '09.
Mm.
Class of '09 is a more recent visual novel anti-dating
I
sim.
know that one. That's on my, yeah, that's my, yeah, that's on my wish list because
Yeah,
it's
you
just
should.
a
It's
exactly
insane.
anti-dating sim.
It's
It's like get
fucking
out of here,
nuts.
bro. Yeah.
It's great. 10 out of 10.
Mm.
I think that kind of humor, I related to it so much because that's how I wish I had acted. Like 100% at
Mm.
like school, but I'm pretty sure I already went to therapy and like at the end of
Mm.
middle school. But if I acted like that, ooh, they might have like had
Mm.
me sent to like a psychologist for like sociopath evaluation. Wow, but it would be it's life is a lot more fun if you can be a sociopath. It's a lot more
Mm.
interesting. A lot more a lot
Mm.
more titillating.
Mm. Mm. All
Sometimes
right,
you
all
just
right.
should not care. It's not gonna do
Yeah.
anything. High school doesn't matter.
Mm.
As long as you're having a good time, that matters. But
Mm.
yeah, besides that, I really recommend. So, I would recommend the manga Fake for you, the BL. 100% read Fake. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good humor. Ignore that there's sometimes it's played for fun to have a man sexually harass another man. But that's between the main two, and there's always, I think, a punch in there. Not a punchline, a punch. So there is like self-defense, like, hey, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
It's one of them is such a like old-timey perv, it's insane. But it's hilarious. Kizuna is like basically Yakuza but make it fruity. There's a lot of suspense in there too. It is pretty funny. There's one, I'm not sure if you think that's the absolute like no go for you. There's one essay moment in it. But I feel like with not older, but like classic BL, there's at least one essay in there. At least one. Most of the time they play it for laughs. And I'm like, well, that's... Now that I'm older, I'm like, well, that's not very classy, is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't linger on it. But yeah, it's not...
Actually,
it adds to the story, to be fair. It's important to the story because of how they deal with trauma. Specifically, like, because it's a Yakuza setting, it's a very macho culture. And like it's a part of the like story because they like destroy the disillusion that everyone has, that all of them are incredibly macho and they are men's men, you know. No, they have feelings, they are sensitive people, they're human. They're not above human. They, even in the Yakuza, no matter how simple they deal in like violence, they can still get hurt. And that's one of the moments that's kind of integral to like the story too. And the end result is beautiful. I'm sad that had to have happened. But the end result was beautifuler than what was going to happen if it didn't happen. But it doesn't last very long. And it has multiple spin-off stories too. So, of course, in the Yakuza, there's a lot of men in there. So it is easy to have a spin-off into a different set of lovers where that doesn't happen, for example. It's beautiful. Kizuna, I grew up with it. I haven't read it in like over 10 years, so I can't say if it
Yeah.
aged that well, but that was very
Yeah.
like formative into BL for me. So fake
Mm.
Kizuna, child's toy being like just a safe one in general, beautiful. And yeah, you already did Fruits Basket. Do you have any recommendations for me?
Sure. Yeah, I have like, let's see. I could cover a couple of like different ranges for you. Like as far as like more like recent anime that you mentioned that you want like that kind of like feel good, like more wholesome kind of like aspect.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating that there are like this one's not like super duper recent within the last like 5 to 10 years, I guess, but I think it's Wotokai.
Wotokai?
And that's one where Wotokai. Let me make sure that I'm making. I could be saying it wrong. Wotokai anime. Yeah, Wotokai. Love is hard for otaku. And
Can you send it to me? It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I will send it to you. But yeah, that one is. It's kind of nice because it's like, it's a love story that's not set in like high school. Like these are adults who are like.
Oh yeah, I know that one Wotokai.
Yeah.
That's with the dark haired boy and the pink haired girl, and the other couple is my fave.
Yeah.
God, the cosplaying.
The other couple.
Mask.
Yeah.
Almost mask lesbian looking lady who I love, but who is really fucking hot, and the tsundere asshole voiced by Tomokazu Sugita. I'm saying asshole. He is being a whiny bitch though. He is a man baby, but
Yeah.
he's like tsundere, but his type is dommy mommies. But he's like too macho to admit half the time. That he like wants to be down by her. God, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. God, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It's great. That's such a healthy relationship too. I think between the healthy relationship, I mean between the pink-haired girl and the dark-haired boy. Like those two are very healthy relationship. Like they feed each other's delusions, but in a healthy way, you know? And the other two, not so healthy. They could do with communicating more. And the man just needs to get that non-existent dildo out of his ass. What the fuck's up with him? Like, he just acts like someone is, like, poking his spear up his butt all of the time. Like, he's farting pepper. Ew. Stop.
I've never heard that, but okay.
It's like when your butthole is just being clenched. Uncomfortable. But yeah, that guy needs to get his head up his ass. It's fucking bad. She deserves so much better. She's so supportive. Does she tease a lot? Hell yes. But she's very supportive at the end of her teasing. She's like you see, aren't you like like, don't you like this, like the kind of stuff, like she's like teasing and shit, but she ends it with the literally with like, well, if you really want to, I don't mind helping you. She's like very adult and mature about things, and the guy is just like, let me just put you down. And I'm like, she teased you, but she's helpful, and if you really don't like it, communicate. Where's the communication? And then she was really cute when she was drunk, when her real feelings came out. It was so precious.
Yeah.
Precious, precious, precious baby. I love her. She deserves a better man. Not gonna lie. She deserves better than him. But I highly doubt that she would look for anyone. She is absolutely in love with that guy. Even if she's like, just like, you are a trash man, aren't you? When they get angry, it's really funny. It's great. Are there any other recommendations you have for me?
Let's see. As far as like, I watched something. It's very cute. It's not deep but
Oh.
like that's exactly what I needed. Like I was just kind of like, there was one. It was called "Play It Cool, Guys," and it's
Play It
just a
Cool,
bunch of
Guys.
like, yeah, it's very very like cute men who are kind of clumsy. Like it's just a bunch of like it's just a bunch of like social anxiety just being played out by these like cute guys. So like there's one where the guy he's like just he's a college student and he's at a cafe and he doesn't realize till the end of like drinking his drink that he put the like bendy like that it was a bendy straw and the bendy part is like upside down like inside the drink instead of so he's just like oh my gosh and like just kind of like embarrassed about that like to the point where like he's like laughing about it like later on in his day like and it just seems it's like it's very random but it's just a lot of things like that where it's just a bunch of guys who are just like oh I'm gonna do this and it's like oh my gosh I did this wrong I'm embarrassed. That's all the show is but it's actually really cute and it's about their budding friendship from that it's like oh cool there's a bunch of other guys who look cool on the outset but are actually just a bunch. So like I said, it's not super deep. It's not gonna be something that's like this is on my top 10 list of anime, but it is one on a recent thing that I watched that I enjoyed that maybe you will like too. So
Okay.
but yeah. But as far as like really like I'm trying to think of like ones that it's like oh this was like super formative and I think that I'd have to think a little bit more about that before I can answer you. But I will say that as far as like comedic timing and like feel good and a little bit educational, there's okay, let's see. Nozaki-kun.
Yes, of
Gekkai
course.
Shoujo Nozaki-kun. I
Of
like
course.
that a lot.
That one is beautiful. I grew up. I think that's like
Yeah, look-
around the same year that I finally stopped watching proper like anime. Like that was the last one where I was like, all right, it's nice. I will close off regular watching anime with this one, and I did it.
Yeah.
It was great. Such a good series.
Yeah.
Very
Like
cute.
I mean just it's very, very good writing throughout the whole thing. Like Waka, the very sweet like basketball player.
Yeah.
Like every interaction with him just cracked me up. Like he's just so wholesome.
It
and
was so
sweet,
funny
and
with
he's
the
trying so
siren.
hard.
Like great.
Yeah,
That's
the siren.
perfect.
The challenge, like when he when he reads the like shoujo manga and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna like and the manga character slaps like her challenger in the face with a glove and he's like I'm gonna do that and then he just like hands the gloves over like a gift. He's like dozo. It's like oh my god.
Here. He misunderstood.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
That's
And
great.
then just Nozaki's just like jumping behind and it's like no, oh my gosh. The guilt.
Like Nosaki is 100% autism. Absolutely. Cannot read a fucking thing. And the fact that he twists it like around too. He doesn't just gender bend it and make it into like into his manga. He literally like twist the words to what he thinks will fit from what he understands would fit. And that's very it's very tism. He got the tism.
Yeah.
And that's funny. The fact that he just like cannot like socially like understand specifically like romantic cues or just a lot of social cues he just doesn't get.
Yeah.
Very tism. Love it.
Well, and I
Love
think one of
myself
the
an
other, like,
autism
notable-
king.
Yeah. Like one of the most notable like scenes that or like episodes that I really really liked is like when Nozaki and Mikorin are playing the
The
dating
Otome
sim.
that they're dating the best friend. That's fucking good.
Yeah. That was
100%
really good.
10 out of 10.
I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, why is Tomoda helping us at this level? And it's like, well, I'm curious too now. And
It
so,
became a beat.
again.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't they do this? This is much better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, your model
Yeah,
is stuck, I think.
Oh, is it?
Are you good? You're not moving.
I'm
Mouth wide
wiggling, but
open.
I guess
I'm
I don't
not
know.
receiving your wiggles.
Okay. I will. I don't know what to do about that.
You
I'm
have
just waving
over
my hand in front of my camera
600
just to
ping.
reset it.
Are you gonna be good? Would you like to like leave and like re-enter? Like you have over 600 ping. Is this gonna be good?
Oh, interesting. Like I don't see that on my screen. So how do
Oh,
okay.
hold on.
What would I do about that? Yeah,
You
I
can
leave and come
leave the
back. That's
collab
totally
and
fine.
then come back in.
Okay. Neat.
Dun 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 dun. Da, 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 da.
All right. I'll rejoin. I disappeared. Oh.
Yeah, I can finally
I'm
chat. Hi,
haunting
Melly. How
you.
are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're comfy. Are you back? I don't see you.
I am. I'm
Ma'am?
connecting. Connected. I'm here.
Ma'am?
I'm here.
Ma'am? Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
my data ups, my data downs. But what's like? What do you usually do? Like, is it just leaving and then coming back to fix your ping
Leaving
rate, or
and coming
is
back.
it
That often fix
Okay,
it.
okay.
It's not that bad.
Mm-mm.
Just brainstorming is good to hear.
Yeah. Like the number still looks high though. Like, what is a range that you feel like this is safe? Like,
If it's over 500, then it's bad because it matches with your your mouth movements match 100% with Discord. So don't worry too much.
Gotcha.
It's great.
Mm-mm.
So I don't see any lag whatsoever.
Okay,
But yeah, where
cool.
were we at? I forgot. Where were we at?
No, we were talking about Nozaki-kun and
Oh yeah,
that
the BL part.
yeah,
We were talking about the
That's
BL part.
yeah.
That was good.
Just, like I said, just very, very good writing. So I'm very happy for that.
Really good. I like that. It was to me, like Nosaki-kun walked so Spy X Family could run, in my opinion. It's like the natural evolution.
Yeah. I heard
Absolutely.
that the mangaka hates Spy Family. That they are.
Yeah,
just like,
I heard
that
that Spy Family's own mangaka hates his own manga, and I'm like, I think he hated like a specific part about it, not the entire manga. People a lot of have a tendency to leave out a lot of context. I think he hated
Sure.
the way he had to draw certain people. And he, you cannot just switch drawing style. I think that's why. But we can figure that one out later. That's fine. Besides that, how much time do you still have left to hang out with me?
I'm probably just another 15 to 20, so that I can attend to my dog Mochi. So she needs some walkies and some treatos. So
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Would fully understand that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, in that case, since I haven't properly shown you what the game is about, and since it's TOS, I'm not gonna show it to chat. But I have an entire list. I will show you on Discord of me losing my mind over this game in chronological order, in order of appearance, if you will. Because I've told you some, but let me just say it is kind of nutty. All right, let me share my screen with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I get it. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, can you see it?
I see.
Okay, this is where I kept people up to date. So, okay, the game literally starts with like a loading screen that's pretty long, and you cannot close out of it, which is unfortunate.
Sure.
But it starts with like a world map of what the hell is supposed to look like. And as you can see, the upside down crosses are a thing, and the devil summoning symbol there's a lot of symbolism. So they have like Tartarus, which looks like a gold bar. Hades, it looks like a crown. This is what hell looks like a sticker book. Abyssus being a fucking horse, Nilfheim being a moon and stars, Paradise Lost being like a wing, Abaddon being a snake, and Gehenna being a wolf. You start the game off on Earth, so do not start the game here, but you will after the first like couple of parts of the prologue, you will start in Gehenna. But you only see this map while downloading the important parts of the game while you're at the start of the game. Then you will no longer see this or be able to see it. So I made a screenshot just in time. And look at the name, Map of Hell. It's just a dog on the right and an actual devil on the left. Like just the juxtaposition is just on this picture already told me a lot. And then the game starts like this. You start in the room, in a room, and that room is your childhood friend's room. And you basically live together with this childhood friend because where you actually live, where you're registered to live, is a very traumatic location for you, and your parents are dead. So, and it's related to that house. So you never go there due to your trauma with the location. And basically the name of your bestie is Minyuk. And as you understand, he speaks Korean. So it's fully voiced. So
yeah,
I would assume we're in Korea unless we only talk Korean to each other. You can name whatever your name you want to be. Doesn't matter. You can insert, and you can pick if you want to be a man or a woman. So it's very LGBTQ friendly. But since the English translation isn't perfect, so it will misgender you from time to time. But besides that, the translation itself is hilarious and very good. And then here it says, your kind but sometimes annoying childhood friend, see, that's the issue, sends you the meal notification without fail again. So in Korean society, it's very normal to show that you care about another person by asking when last time they ate, or did you eat yet? Make sure you eat. Yeah. It's often like to show that you care. So I said like starting off strong. We're messaging, speaking Korean with our bestie, while other characters speak. Oh, my front door is going off. Hold on, I will be back in a sec.
My bad, I thought Root would be back. Let's see, what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, she was walking me through her game. And before that, we were talking about other anime. Trying to think what else I've been watching. Oh, Horimiya. That's been a good one. I've only finished the first season of that. And then... I've been watching Windbreaker, and not because it's entertaining. I wouldn't say it's great. Art's nice, though. Welcome back.
Where was I?
Okay.
Okay.
You were showing me your game.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's multilingual. So it's not just the Korean they're speaking, but it's only your bestie speaking Korean, apparently to you, and to other people. But everyone else speaks Japanese in return. So it can be jarring, but it's on purpose. So I have the feeling we live with a Korean bestie in Korea. I'm not sure. They never claim that it's in Korea. But your main bestie speaks Korean, and whenever someone speaks to him in Japanese, he talks back in Korean, and he understands what they're saying. It's great.
Nope.
Okay, then it starts this way, which is pretty interesting. And it says, because you definitely were slacking off. So you basically are in his room because you feel most comfortable and safe in his room. And you have a PC here. And you, for some reason, don't ask me why, you and your bestie Minyuk, you share the same PC. You don't have your own. You share PCs, which is unheard of these days.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you're doing that. And then you're basically, while you're hearing the nagging from your bestie on the phone, you're slacking off, and by slacking off, they mean watching porn on that same PC you both use. It starts so strong. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Because you were in his room on his computer watching a great video. It's so spot on. So at this moment in time, you're not supposed to know what he looks like yet. I don't know why. It's your bestie. You're supposed to know what he looks like, but no judgment. And then it says there's no way that Minyuk doesn't know what you're using it for right now. So there's so many layers. It's hilarious. And then you say, but I don't understand what he's thinking when he mentions saying we were supposed to get married when we were young every day. That's only said once. And it never comes back. It never comes back.
Okay.
This does not come back. At least until now. Like, this is literally so out of pocket that you say this because you don't know what the relationship is yet, besides knowing your besties. Because he doesn't act like you are romantically involved. Besties, absolutely, but there's no romantic inclination. So then he calls you.
Well, hopefully they don't blow him and his grandma up. So.
That would be wild. So then he calls you. But he's doing it while you're watching porn. That starts great. So you end up pausing the video and you pick up his call. And then he says, after ending the call, he says, "You're watching porno, right?" He knows it's what you're doing. But he says that so out of pocket. Like, after the phone call, like, you weren't watching it during the phone call, so he shouldn't know that that's what you're doing right now. So that implies two things. Either he knows because he's heard you do it before, or because he has been spying on you. Basically, the first one is because you have a habit of doing this, that he is, like, with the right party saying, "You're doing it again, aren't you?" Like, out of pure exasperation, or because he's a pervert and he watches you. So either way, he says then, "Put a towel on the chair this time." So that implies that he knows you've been doing it because you keep leaving behind evidence. This game is so fucking unhinged. And it's just, like, it's the most normal thing to say to your bestie. Honestly, it's just such a slay, but, like, still. The deadpan nature of it all. And then he says, "The cushion is new, so make sure to put the fucking towel on." And then you do it. After placing a towel on the chair, you took a deep breath. It goes like when life gives you lemons, you know.
Yeah.
And then they do, and then you say to yourself, in the third person, like, "I chose the right video. I am a genius. No, whoever made the video is genius." You're enjoying yourself so well. Like, before this screenshot, like, you're actively admiring how good the video is and how loving it comes over, even though they're just smacking meat, if it makes sense. It's fully censored, so I didn't manually do this. It's censored 100%.
Okay.
For some reason, they censored these two parts, but after this intro, they fully spell it out. So I don't know why. Probably because it was a demo part, the first, like, the prologue. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Or because of, like, for example, Play Store rules. Like, the prologue of people trying it out should know what it's about, but it should still be censored if it's, like, something like that, probably. But still wild.
Yeah, but it at a certain point, like a game like this, like right, exactly. Like, it's one of those things where it's just kind of
like, you know what you started.
The game is about.
But honestly,
exactly.
The synopsis in the Play Store, at least the Android one for Google Play, it's not explicitly told that it's an explicit game. Only the arts that they show you that it's definitely implied. But the description makes it sound like it's a religious game. Kind of.
Gotcha.
So it's a wild juxtaposition, but that's the beauty of this game. The amount of, like, whiplash that you're getting, but it's hilarious. It's like tasteful whiplash. I don't know how else to say it.
Tasteful whiplash. Okay.
Exactly. And here it's on the point when it says you're about to slip your hands in your pajamas or something. And then for some reason, out of the screen, an angel cosplaying Twink jumps out of your porn video, like, out of your PC. It's weird. So, yeah. So, Jesus Christ, we were watching porn at full volume in our bestie's room, and our bestie fucking knows about it and told us to use a towel on our butts next time to jerk off as the cushion is new stone fucking cold. It's great. So then he comes in because he called us because he was on his way home to the house. From, I think, either university or from our house, the one that we don't really live in due to trauma. he comes home, and this bitch is trying to kill us. This angel twink looking ass motherfucker with weird letters on his face. I don't know why. So he's trying to kill us for some reason. He just felt like it. I don't know. At the time, he's not explaining why he's doing it. So you say you and the cosplayer who jumped out of the porn video stuff movie. Then he barges in because he hears that you are screaming because someone is trying to kill you. So he barges in. Like, why the fuck is she screaming? That doesn't sound like porn scream. So he comes in, he's very worried. See how handsome this man is. Handsome man.
Yeah.
This bitch can die in a fire. And
Oh,
then
boy.
he kills our bestie.
Oh no.
Oopsie. Woo. I'm so cute. But look at this grin. This sadistic motherfucker.
Yeah.
Angels are the fucking worst. They're never good. We're under attack by a weird angel cosplaying twink, and our bestie has come to aid us, and he's dead. Motherfucker, the best boy is already killed. The fuck is with that? So our bestie died.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I love
Rude.
you, but I gotta hop. Pretty
No.
soon, so
You missed
I'm
the best
sorry, I'm
part. We
sorry.
haven't even gotten to the jerking off yet.
no, I didn't know that we were gonna get the full play-by-play.
That's okay.
But I
It just
think-
means I have more
Okay,
for
but thank
next
you.
time. Or when you have time
Sure,
next
that's totally
time.
fine. Yeah. So,
Because we
That sounds
both
good, but-
missed our actual appointment last week. So we can basically do whenever.
Yeah,
Whenever
no,
you
but-
have time, let me know. I'm here to entertain you as best as I can.
no, I appreciate. I'm happy that we got to chat.
Me too. I'm very happy
and,
that we got to
yeah,
chat.
so, yeah.
Hold on, let me cancel
thank
the screen sharing.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
But thank
and
you so
I
much
hope you
for
have a
coming.
good rest of your day. Yeah.
You too. And then I hope to hear from you again soon so we
Yeah.
can continue with the insanity of it all.
I mean, like, I'll ping you. So
Let me
we'll
know.
be
And if
sending memes back and forth. Don't worry.
yeah, but we can keep it like the DMs we can keep to Love and Deep Space memes because those will never stop. Because even
Sure.
though I am unfaithful, that doesn't mean that I'm not still loving the game. I'm just being a little
Yeah,
shit about
sounds
it. All right, then
All right,
I
well,
wish you
always
a
great
lovely
talking to
day.
ya.
Thank you for coming,
Yeah, you as
and
well.
then
Thank you.
I hope you have fun with your dog. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, bye. Have a good one.
Bye. All right, chat. That was a great old time. Hold on, let me change. I didn't even add her. That's so. There you go. I will put this here. There you go. Well, we finished that. Let's see. I think it's best that we end stream then. Let's see, who can we raid on Twitch? Bethany. Let's raid Sage. I haven't seen Sage in a long time. He's playing cute game by being cute and stuff. So let's raid Sage. There you go. Thank you all so much for coming. I need to get a drink. Alright, thank y'all so much for coming. Then I will raid out quickly. I'll miss you.
Bye.